3D modeling is a really interesting thing to me. I see it all the time in games and movies, but I never really stopped to realize that what I'm looking at was made by a real person somewhere, a person with a lot of skill. And appreciating that, I decided to learn Blender for myself. So I challenged myself to make and rig an actual 3D model because I have two main goals in mind. One, I want to make models for video games, and two, the main goal of this YouTube series is I want to make an avatar that I can use in VR chat. I've broken down the steps I'll need to do that, and so that's why this is going to be a multi-part series, where by the end I will hopefully be able to make a good avatar that I deem worthy enough to sell, because I also plan for this YouTube channel to be a portfolio. As a first-time YouTuber and learning 3D modeling, my hope is that the quality of these videos and my work will grow together. So if you're watching this, I'm heavily recommending that you like and subscribe now so that you can follow along. So, we haven't done much yet. The first thing we did when we opened Blender is we got rid of the cube because we do not need that. What I did instead was spawn in my reference image and change it in a way that we can only see it when we're looking at it head on. That's going to let us be able to look at our model from any angle, so I'm going to block our view. Then we're going to summon in this sphere, and the name of the game this time is Simplicity because trust me, we do not have the skills yet to make any proper looking models. Right now we're just going to be like the base of models. Let me reiterate, by the way, this is not a tutorial, this is me learning this. Alright, I do not know what I'm doing, so take my words with a grain of salt. Now what we do is we're going to go into edit mode, and our main tool that we're going to be using is the grab tool, and that's going to let us shape and mold the sphere into our reference image. Now I'm going to mirror what I do with the grab tool in the y-axis. That was going to save me a lot of time, but it's still just going to be like 99% using the grab tool. So I'm just going to fast forward a little bit. I'll see you guys when the avatar is done. And alright, we have our completed model. Here he is, a good looking, normal looking, completely normal looking model. Now that did take a long time, but I'm actually pretty proud of this as a first ever model, alright? Now, you can see that he shows up only as one selected item, even though he's clearly made up of multiple spheres. And that is thanks to the Boolean modifier. Now, The Boolean modifier, basically what it does is, if you have two overlapping items like these spheres, you can see they're going into each other. We will select one of them, then under modifiers, the wrench looking tab, add modifier under generate, we'll pick Boolean. Now, set as union, what it will do is it'll fuse the two meshes together and remove any overlap. But doing so, it'll create them as a new mesh. So that's why there's still the overlap with the original sphere. So what we're gonna do is remove that original sphere. Select it, delete. And now we're left with the two fused meshes, no overlap, as one single item. And just like that, the first step is done. We finished with the modeling, and now the avatar is a single mesh, which is very important for the next step, the next part, which is going to be rigging. Now rigging is what's going to allow us to make the avatar actually move, because right now it's just a statue. I'm kind of starting to feel bad calling it an it though, so I'm going to probably save it as first avatar, but comment what you guys think we should name him. Next video we're going to be adding these pike looking things called armaments into our avatar, and what they do is they pretty much tell the avatar what part to move when we move the armaments themselves. We can rotate or bend. That's everything for this first video. Since this is my first one, I only have about 10 minutes, and so I'm trying to keep this very short. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.